back for the next track. We on the attack. You need to fall back. You about to fall flat. It's just like that. Why? It's that rat-tat-tat-tat. Yeah. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Spat-tat-tat-tat. You cannot stop me, I'm better than that. Better than you, ink on your shoe. You trying to get me, I'm faster than you. Make you say ooh, covered in glue. You trying to get me, my skills is the truth. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. My squad is the truth, we dressed in all black. Your squad can't compare, we fly as the air. Try and defeat us, get splattered, I swear. Ink all around, you testing me how? Trying to win, your face in the ground. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. You running, you scared? Too late for that, you can't run nowhere. Your eyes I see fear, you wanted the crown, my king's everywhere. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. We winning this match? Fact. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. We taking you out just like a gnat. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. Go cry to your mama and take that nap. We winning this match. You just fall back. Regroup and reload, but you still getting spat. How you come at me now? When you see me, you bow. Put respect on my name or you will say ow, ow. Yeah. Ow. You're gonna say ow. Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Obi-Wan, stop splatting me with the ink, man. You're too good. And I'm too bad. Obi-Wan plays track number 4. Y'all want some more? So we giving you the 4. No one was ready, but it don't even matter. Ready or not, here we come. We winning, you losing. We winning, you snoozing. We winning, we bruising. We winning, just cruising. We winning, you losing. We winning, it's a home and handle. We winning, start choosing. We winning, we deucing. You losing, we winning. You losing, we winning. 14K, baby, losing. We winning, you losing. Just the beginning, they ain't ready. We winning, you losing. We winning, we boosting. Mario Kart, we winning. Y'all fuming, why you mad? We winning, they doing like a baby gaga hype. Goo goo gaga, ayy. Goo gaga hype. Winning all the way. Goo goo gaga hype. Goo goo gaga, ayy. Goo goo gaga hype. Y'all crying every day. Big baby, we winning. We shining. We winning. We grinding. We winning. We climbing. We winning. Y'all whining. Y'all losing. We winning. Y'all losing. We blending. Get your shine. Y'all losing. We winning. Y'all losing. We leaning. Lean back. We winning. We going. We winning. Showboating. We winning. Y'all losing. We winning. Turn up my music. Obi-Wan plays by popular demand. Mixtape number 1. Let's go. How you hating on the end? Hating on the end. Hating on the end. Why you hating on the end? Hating on the end. Hating on the hating on the end. Hating on the end ain't even begin. You hating on the end and it ain't even begin. Hating on the end ain't even begin. You hating on the end. How you hating on the end? Yeah, they still gon' win. Hating on the end and they still gon' win. Hating on the end and they still gon' win. Win. Win, win, win. Hating on the end and you crying in the end. Hating on the end, you crying in the end. Hating on the end, you crying in the end. Hating on the end. Hating on the end and they still gon' win. Hating on the end and they still gon' win. Hating on the end and they still gon' win. Hating on the end. Hating on the end. Go and get your friend. Go and get your friend and sit in the end. Go and get your friend while you hating on the end. Go and get your friend and sit in the end. Hey, that Obi-Wan plays. Y'all like that end flow. You know how it go. That's how we go, baby. Hating. Hating on the end. Hating on that end. Hating on that, hating on that, hating on that end. Hating on the end. Hating on the end. Hating on the end. Go and get your friend. Yeah. They still gonna win. You can't stop the end. Obi-Wan plays. Track number 1. Let's go. Obi-Wan plays. Track number 2. You thought we were done? Man, we just getting started. Cause they still hating on the end. So we need a paper plumber on this number. Yeah, you know you like it. Yeah. Paper Mario, Color Splash. Y'all be hating, we getting cash. Paper Mario, Color Splash. Y'all be hating, we getting cash. Y'all be hating, ain't played the game. Y'all be hating, cause you lame. Y'all be hating, ain't play the game. Y'all be hating, cause you lame. Koopa Links, paint cans, Prisma Island, suntans. Koopa Links, paint cans, Prisma Island, suntans. All them toes look alike. Red, yellow, blue and white. Creative levels everywhere. Drop controllers, look and stare. High score, beast, get your game, have a feast. High score, beast, get your game, don't have a cheat. Hey, Paper Mario, Color Splash. Y'all be hating, we getting cash. Paper Mario, Color Splash. Y'all be hating, we got that cash. Hey. Yeah, they thought we was done. We back for another one. We can't be done. We in the sun. We can't be done. We just won. We can't be done. We having fun. Switch it up. Step it up. You want a game? Click it up. You want a game? Switch. You want a game? You got that itch. They itching for some switching. They itching for some winning. They wishing they was switching. They ain't switching cause they tripping. Yeah. Them Joy-Cons making noise. Them Joy-Cons, read them boys. Resolution, so crisp. On that screen, you can't miss. Yeah, man, we here and we ain't going nowhere. That Zelda, that Mario, Splatoon, Arms. We even milking cows.
That's right. What's up? All right.
New got a smell of Metroid? Man, they ain't ready for the takeover. They ain't ready for the takeover. They ain't ready for the takeover. They got graphics. What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? Let me lower that audio. While we're lowering the audio and changing over to the background, give the stream a huge thumbs up, like. We have so much news to talk about in one epic video. And so we're going to get to it. Let me just change my background music sample. We're going to go there. And we ready for the news. All this is live. You already know how we do it. I appreciate everybody coming into the stream. Let me say what's up to dudes I see in the chat. Rocco, Master Pre-Production. It's Nathan, Balzette, TARDIS Time, Evo Hodis, what's up? I said what's up to Master Productions. Bray, what's up, everybody? We're gonna get right to the news. And we starting off the stream with some new Splatoon 3 news. We got a couple of dope Nintendo Switch news items. We on the Switch today. We have a couple of dope Nintendo Switch gaming news items. The first one is Splatoon 3. We have the file size for Splatoon 3, and it's actually a little smaller than originally anticipated. It says previously there was a publication where the file size came in at 6 gigabytes. However, it seems like the file size has been reduced to 4.3 gigabytes. 4.3, so Splatoon comes in at 4.3 gigabytes, and Nintendo is known to optimize their games. What's up, Kenny? What's up, Mashawn? What's up, Steven? What's up, everybody coming into the stream? So at 4.3 gigabytes, which is pretty typical for Nintendo first-party games. Nintendo, they know how to optimize their games for their consoles. 4.3 gigabytes. September 9th is the launch day for Splatoon 3. Your boy's going to try to get a Splatoon 3 Switch OLED. Is 2K23 coming to Nintendo Mellow? It is. I'm leaning. Today I'm leaning towards getting it on the Switch. 2K23 is coming out on the Switch. I don't see it on the eShop. I went to the eShop and I searched 2K23. It's not on the eShop, but 2K's website did confirm that it's coming, so they're probably just going to have the physical version of the game. But yes, 2K23 is coming to the Switch. Great question. Daniel, what's up? Are you going to be checking out Gamescom tomorrow? I might. Depends on what my schedule looks like. I may live stream Gamescom. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to live stream it, and I'll do it. There's the Gamescom opening night live. I probably will live stream it. So Splatoon 3 comes in at 4.3 gigabytes. Decent size for the game. Again, Nintendo optimizes their games for their system. L, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Hope you're doing good, my guy. All right, let's go on to the next news item. We have some Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers, the game that you love to hate. This game has has a mixed reception right now. I think this is just going to be a controversial game when it comes out. Sonic has just been controversial since he came to the 3D era, in my opinion. 2D, everybody just loved the Sonic games. But it's been hit or miss with 3D Sonic games. Fingers crossed. This is the game actually running on the Switch. This is coming from the Nintendo Direct trailer. It looks good on the Switch. It looks good even on the Switch. I feel like it's going to be 30 frames on the Switch. I'm still debating. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up yet. It depends on what I'm playing around that time.
Let me see. I wonder how long the Switch life has left until the next Nintendo console. It's crazy how it's been TARDIS, that's facts, bro. It's been 5 years, and that's perfect tying into this. This game more than likely will be 60 frames on next-gen consoles and 30 frames on the Switch. I don't know yet, but I'm just assuming because it's going to be open world. Open world. It looks good, though. It looks good. It looks good running on the Switch, but I think it's time. I think it's time that we get a upgraded Switch. And I didn't mean to delete that message. Oh well, whatever. The Switch. I can't undo it. Whatever. But the Switch, I think, is time for a refresh. I always thought, I was of the mindset that we're gonna get a Switch Plus, but it's been 5 years. And after 5 years, historically, is when Nintendo flat out gives us a brand new generation of gaming. The NES was about 5 years in the US. Super Nintendo, I think, launched in 91 in the US, and the 64 came out in 96. 64 came out in 96. GameCube came out 2001, 5 years. GameCube 2001, Switch was 2006, another 5 years. And so historically, Wii U was about 4. Nintendo was ready for the Wii U to be done. The Wii lasted for a long time. Wii was about 7 years, but let's keep it a buck. After about 5 years, the Wii was dead in the water. So I think, fingers crossed, 2023, we're going to finally get a brand new Switch console. And, pun intended, the Steam Deck is picking up steam. It seems like more and more people are buying into the Steam Deck. Personally, I don't see the appeal of the Steam Deck. It's a portable PC pretty much. It's graphically, it's impressive. It's an impressive piece of hardware, but I never get hardware just to get hardware. The software has to match. Well, I haven't gotten an Xbox Series X. There's no software to match. Great hardware, but no software to match. The Steam Deck, great hardware, but it's all the games you'd play on your PC. And so I don't see the real appeal. I don't see the real appeal to get the Steam Deck. It's powerful, but everybody that I know who has the Steam Deck, they're just showing off games they already have play on the PC, which is cool if that's your thing. But I buy a gaming console to play unique games, bro. Right now, I'm in Chapter 3 of Xenoblade. I'm about to start Chapter 4 of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm going to try to beat Xenoblade before Cowabunga Collection comes out. I didn't want to do that. Cowabunga Collection comes out on the 30th, I think. So I want to be done with Xenoblade Chronicles 3 by the time Cowabunga Collection comes out, so we can just keep them games going. But again, it's time for a Switch Pro. It's a Switch Pro. In the chat, type a 1 if you want a Switch Pro. Type a 2 if you're good with your current Switch. And don't get me wrong, Nintendo doesn't. It's not coming out in 2022. I don't think so. I hope it does. But if Nintendo waits until 2023, it's not the end of the world for me, bro. Michonne is saying 1. TARDIS is saying 1. Bray 1. Daniel 1. Alfred 1. The Bad Guy 1. Next Switch needs to be backwards. Oh, mass production. Facts. The next Switch, I think it's definitely going to be backwards compatible. It has to be. The next Switch has to. The Switch, let's see how, what's the current sales numbers of the Switch right now. Bro, check this out. I'm gonna put it up. VG charts. Let's go to VG charts and let's look at this latest sale numbers. All right, let's put up VG charts, bro. So y'all know, and this is part of the reason why Nintendo is not coming out with the Switch, new Switch. Check this out. Right now, the Switch is at 111 million units sold. 74% of the market share right now. PS5, second. Of course, we know the Switch came out years before the PS5 and Xbox, but it doesn't ignore the fact that the Switch is killing it. Over 111 million or so. This is why we haven't gotten a Switch Pro yet. And not just that it's been selling good, it's still selling good. Again, let's look at these just the global sale numbers of the Switch. Last reported week, the Switch came in at 88,000 in the US, PS5 at 81,000, Xbox Series S, X at 78,000. It's still leading in every region. PS5 is closed in Europe. It's neck and neck in Europe. Japan, Nintendo's just dominating. Globally, Nintendo still has 282, PS5 in second, 213, Xbox One, 161,000. So the Switch is still the market leader, even though it's the least powerful system out right now. And it came out years before. 2017 is when the Switch came out. PS5 came out in 2020 or 2020. Was it 2020 or 2019? 2019 or 2020. At least 2 years. And it's still outselling. So that's just what's going on right now, bro. That's what's going on. So I do think the next Switch will be backwards compatible. I'm gonna take a couple comments before I go into the next news item. L says Alienware better than Steam Deck. Hey, that Alienware laptop is lit. You should keep the Switch brand or different for the next console. TARDIS, that's a great question. Do you think they should keep the Switch brand or a different brand for the next console? I'm leaning towards them just keeping Switch. Like Nintendo Switch is just their video game branch for Nintendo going forward. Switch 2, Switch Plus, Switch OLED like they just did. Switch 4K. Maybe that'll be the name of the next Switch console. I really don't know what Nintendo's going to do. Either way, even if they don't call it the Switch, they need to make sure all of your Switch library carries over, which I'm almost confident that's what Nintendo is doing. Just based on what they've been saying in the news, they've said that they want to make sure that they have consistency going in between generations, meaning they don't want to leave anybody behind. So if you have amassed a great Switch library, I think you ought to feel pretty confident that it's coming over. Look at this. In my Switch library, bro. Let me go to this. I got a 1 terabyte Switch SD card, bro. All these games, you telling me Nintendo's gonna be like, nah, Obi-Wan, you can't bring all this over to your next platform? I think that'll be a bad move by Nintendo. So I do think we're gonna get all of our current games, the Nintendo Switch Online service, because this is the first time Nintendo has a solid account system where our account services, all of that is going to be tied over. So yes, to answer your question, I think we are going to get all of those games carried over to the next generation. Sony and Nintendo have been carrying the industry. Mass productions. Facts, bro. I hate that Xbox and just look at the sales numbers, bro. Now don't get me wrong. Xbox Series is doing good this generation, so don't sleep on Xbox. They're doing a lot better than they did last generation. Bray says, go back to his last comment. Go back to his last comment. Go back to his last comment. See, let me see what you said. See, look, what is for 23 because I just got my OLED. You just got your OLED. Hey, this is a Switch OLED with Zelda Joy-Cons, and I'm still trying to get that Splatoon OLED. So Nintendo knows what they're doing. Nintendo knows what they're doing. Bowsette says, I think it'll be like the 3DS console, how the 3DS has its own new style of carts, but at the same time it will support the old DS cart format. I would be for that, Bowsette, and that would make sense. And then not just the DS, but I think not just the 3DS, but didn't the DS, the original DS, yeah, it did. The DS also played Game Boy Advance games. So Nintendo has a history of doing that. Now, I think Nintendo's going to do something to disrupt the industry. Shout out to everybody coming into the stream. We're at 32 likes. I need 8 people to give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get it to 40 likes. Nintendo's gonna disrupt the. I don't really think they're gonna disrupt the industries because it's already being done. The next Nintendo handheld console will have an all digital, cheaper option. Mark my words. The next Nintendo console will have an option to where it'll be just as powerful, just like how the PS5 had the PS5 all digital. There's gonna be a Switch model with like a whole cartridges, and for a lower price point, same power. There's gonna be a digital Switch 2, Switch Plus, or whatever Nintendo calls their next piece of hardware. And it'll be a win for consumers and for Nintendo too. It'll come in at a lower price point, probably $50 cheaper, because you won't have to have all the components to hold the cartridges and whatnot, and the production cost that comes along with that. And Nintendo wants y'all to go all digital. I'm gonna just let y'all know, Nintendo wants y'all to go all digital. Why? They don't have to share sales costs with Best Buy, GameStop. They cut out the middleman. They get all of the sale costs. No production. It costs money to make the case, RIP, instruction manual. Y'all remember, and let me talk to my old school dudes and dudettes. Y'all remember opening those cardboard boxes and seeing the instruction manual inside? Oh, and just reading it, taking it to school, showing your friends, hey, I got Mario 3. Here's the proof. It's all digital now. But all that costs money. The case, to ship it, gas is expensive. Nintendo doesn't have to worry about all that. And they're still going to charge you the same price, $60. Even right now. It costs, if you go to the eShop, Splatoon 3, $60. You go to GameStop, $60. But Nintendo's making less money if you buy it at GameStop as opposed to buying it directly through them at the eShop. So Nintendo wants both Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo. They all want you to go all digital. We old, L, that's facts, bro. But Xbox has an all digital console this generation. Sony has an all digital console this generation. Expect Nintendo to have an all digital. Nintendo's already done well. What's that red Wii that was like $100? Was that all digital, or it just did? No, it just didn't have internet. But I think they've had a handheld. Was the DSi? The DSi. I think that was an all digital DS. But they've done it before, so it is what it is. Metal Gear manual for NES was lit. A facts, mass production. I don't remember it, but NES manuals were just lit, period. All right. Uzi, and then I'm going to read this last comment, then I'm going to go to the next news item. I don't think Nintendo will ever give up on cartridges. They love those, and they never really cared about consumers. At the end of the day, all three companies, they want to make a profit. So whatever's more profitable for them, those small cartridges are expensive. I think now, in the NES days, Nintendo loved cartridges because they could control who purchased it, and they had licensing fees for third-party developers. Cartridges was a big moneymaker for Nintendo. Now, I think cartridges are more costly to them. Those small cartridges are expensive to produce, and they can't control the market with cartridges anymore. It's just different. Nintendo Power Magazine, big facts, L, bro. I had every issue of Nintendo. I still have in my game room the first Nintendo Power Magazine and the last. I can't wait till our new house is built. We're going to have a game room tour. It's going to be lit. All right, let's get on to the next news item. Hey, we got a new Pokemon trailer. I didn't even watch it yet. So let's check it out live real quick. This is my live reaction. Type of what in the chat if you're getting Pokemon day one. You already know Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, day one. I don't know which one to get yet, though. I don't know if I'm going to get Scarlet or Violet. Bowsette, I saw that Sony VR2 coming early 2023. I was playing on the Oculus Rift yesterday, 2 days ago, My son's Oculus, bro, VR is the real deal. Bro, I was feeling motion sickness moving forward. I was like, whoa, it looks like I'm really moving and flying. This is crazy, bro. So Sony VR2 coming early 2023. What's the price? A kidney and an arm? That's my one thing I'm worried about with Sony VR2. What is going to be the price? And with virtual reality. Now, let me, before we get to this Pokemon news, my thing with VR is games. Games. What compelling games? I've yet to see a game that's like, oh, I gotta get VR for this game. It goes back to what I was saying with the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is great hardware, but you gotta have software with it. That Horizon trailer was cool, but that didn't move me to say, whoa. Now, the actual device looks crazy, bro. It looks like something futuristic. It looks insane. But after you get excited for the actual device, it's like, okay, I just spent $800. I don't know if it's gonna cost $800, but I'm just saying. I just spent $700 on this VR to play what? I keep saying this. Let me pull up this trailer, bro. I keep saying this. Let me pull up. There is one game that would cause me to buy VR in a heartbeat. Let me pull up this trailer real quick, bro. This would be the perfect game for VR. I fail. I thought I already had it up. I got a commercial going. Ad will end in 3, 2, 1. Hey, what is this? Tire Kingdom? Get your tires. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Wawa, Siptopia, handcrafted beverages. That ain't why I want to play this game, right? Just imagine you behind Samus's visor. Oh my goodness. We need a Metroid Prime virtual reality game. Oh my goodness. Do you know how insane that would be? Metroid Prime is the perfect virtual reality game. The visor. You know how, like, there's like in Metroid Prime, like you go through the fog, like the visor fogs up. Just imagine it's fogging up. Man, if Nintendo ever were to come out with like a legit virtual reality RRP, the what's that device? I forgot the name of the Virtual Boy. If Nintendo were to ever come out with like a virtual reality hardware, like for real, like really do it, and have Metroid Prime, I would buy it day one. And so you got to have the hardware, you got to have the software to go along with it. Don't get me wrong, I might end up getting it day one. That's just how I am, but that's what they need. All right, dudes and dudettes, Pokemon has released an all-new trailer. It came out yesterday, but I haven't seen it yet. So you know what we're gonna do? My live raw reaction to the brand new competitive play trailer. What has me super hyped for this Pokemon game is the single player campaign. Will have online multiplayer. We definitely gonna be playing it with the sponsors. Join the links in the description. Let's watch this. I haven't seen this yet. Scarlet Violet, number 6 on trending on YouTube. That's big. New additions bring more excitement to Pokemon battles. What are the new additions? Juliana. Hey. In the last Pokemon games, we were able to create our own avatars, right? I need to be a black trainer, bro. Just thinking out loud. Cyclizar. Now, I did see the news about this. And he's very similar to one of the legendaries in the game. Cyclizar shed his tail to create a decoy. Hey, let's go. Magnezone. Pokemon's lit, man. There's new item, Mirror Herb. Copies of stats increase when consumed. Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet. What is this? What is it highlighting? Just competitive battle? Get crystallized, boy. Terastallizing. Changes types and turn the tables. Boy. New item loading dice makes most our sharp moves more likely to hit more items. Okay. Alright, so new items. More likely to hit more times. Okay. They're showing off some of the new stuff that they have in the game. Those crystal forms lit. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to try to hop on some Pokemon tournament tonight on my gaming channel. If I come back on, I don't know. I'm focused and locked into Xenoblade, trying to beat Xenoblade. So I'm going to be on briefly. Available worldwide November 18th. Bro, this is another reason why Nintendo's not coming out with the Switch, the powerful Switch. Pokemon's going to continue to sell like hotcakes for Nintendo. Punch Out VR would be insane. The possibilities of Nintendo really wants to go all in, and I'm sure they're like doing prototypes behind the scene, and I'm sure they do like research is the demand there. Nintendo does all that stuff. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, but I would buy a Nintendo VR system quick because Metroid has to happen if Nintendo does VR. All right, speaking of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, loving the game. I'm coming to the end of chapter 3. I just beat. No spoilers. The game is too soon to spoil. But I'm coming close to chapter 4. I knew the game was going to be good. But the reason why I have Xenoblade up here is, and this is news for about 2 days ago, but I haven't talked about it, so I'm going to talk about it now. The NPD group has published sale figures for July in North America, and Xenoblade is the best-selling game on the Switch for the month of July. And what makes this crazy is the game came out, July 29th? Like only 1 day of sales, and it's already was the best selling game on the Switch, which lets me know this is probably going to be the best-selling game in the series, and well-deserved. It's a well-made, produced game. And also, the Game Awards 2022 have been officially announced. Jeff Keighley, December 8th, Game Awards. The reason why I tied that into Xenoblade, a lot of people are saying it is a Game of the Year contender. It's up there for me too. What are the Horizon and Xenoblade are my 2 Game of the Year contenders this year. Those are the big games that I played this year, that I've beaten this year. I didn't play Elden Ring, but definitely a Game of the Year contender. At least it should get RPG Game of the Year or its own subcategory. Whatever subcategories the game is in, I think it should win it. I seen this video of a guy throwing hands in VR. It was crazy, but hey, VR ain't no joke, man. When it's done right, it's tight. There was never an all-digital Nintendo Vice, says Mitch Vierhoff. That DSi? No, I think it had Wi-Fi. Maybe you're right. Nintendo's never had an all-digital device, but it's time. I think their next console, they're going to have an all-digital version where you'll have that option to get it all-digital. I think it's going to happen. Mass Production says Xenoblade better than Elden Ring. I never played Elden Ring, so I can't even be in that debate. All I can say is Xenoblade is a fantastic game. Shout out to everybody coming to the stream. We're at 43 likes. Give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get it to 50 likes. And for my old heads, I found this was pretty dope, pretty cool. The Sega Mini 2. Am I going to get the Sega Mini 2? No. Because Nintendo, every time I talk about Nintendo Switch Online, I get hyped, man. Nintendo Switch Online, The Sega Genesis games on the Switch Online are the cream of the crop, bro. I don't see a reason to get like they still have the Wily Wars. I still gotta beat Mega Man 2. Man, it's not even close, bro. The nostalgia, Sony, Xbox, Nintendo. Nintendo's up here. The other two are like way down here, bro. But some dope games are in there. Streets of Rage 3 that you see right here. That's a standout. Virtual Racing is dope. But the Nintendo Switch services, the Sega Genesis collection games are fantastic, man. Definitely. If you have Switch Online and you haven't tried the Sega Genesis games, you gotta at least try Streets of Rage 2. That's a must. The new Mega Man Wily Wars, you gotta play Mega Man 2, the 16-bit version of that game. Just some dope the comic game. Some gems are in there, bro. Fantastic games. If you're looking for something to play until Splatoon 3 drops. And next news item, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. So I thought this was cool, so I said let's talk about it. There's an announcement that Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope will have post-launch DLC characters. I think similar to the game. Because I think like Donkey Kong was added to the game post-launch. But this game, Nintendo has bangers going into the rest of this year. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, love the first game. The second game is going to be a day one. I'm getting Super Nintendo Mario RPG 7 Stars vibes with this game. How they've changed up the battle system where it's not grid based like the first game. It's more confined, more of a closer to RPG element. Fantastic. This game's gonna be amazing, bro. So dope stuff. All right. Before I head out, let's take some comments from the comments. What y'all are saying in the chat. One, Obi-Wan, what you know about Streets of Rage? What do I know about Streets of Rage? Come on, bro. You don't even get started on Streets of Rage, bro. Streets of Rage 1, 2. I don't really like 3 that much. I guess after 2, I was like, all right. But Streets of Rage, fantastic games, bro. Is Final Fight on the Super Nintendo Switch Online? Final Fight was lit too, but it didn't have like multiplayer. That's why a lot of people slept on it. All right. Bayonetta 3 Direct is happening. Oh, facts. Yeah, I already know it. Even if that's not been, is that breaking news? Was it just announced? Even if it's not breaking news, before like major games Nintendo does have, even if it's not like a big 30-minute, 10 minutes just to highlight the game, I think it's happening. And fingers crossed, we're going into September. We may get a September Direct. We'll see. All right. Have you heard anything about PlayStation Home? PlayStation Home, they've been canceled that. I haven't heard anything about a new PlayStation Home, but it is what it is, bro. All right, those are all of the news items I wanted to talk about today, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Great. I'll be back on tomorrow. We got some more stuff to talk about. There's always new news. We're gonna be lit. What do you guys think about everything we talked about? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. Foso asked, did I try Stadia? No, I knew Stadia was going to be dead in the water, bro. Before, once that guy was announced, I was like, nah. Google, come on, bro. What exclusives did they? The first thing I asked is, what are the exclusives? If you do not have compelling exclusives, you're gonna fail. It's just too competitive right now, bro. You have to stand out, and Nintendo stands out with those exclusives. Let them know, Etika. We out.
This channel that I'm about to throw out there for you guys reminds me of me back when I had like 4,000, 5,000 subscribers, man. And he's probably gonna lose shit when I do this, but hey, man. I gotta say, my boy Obi-Wan, man, that nigga is my nigga right there. He reminds me exactly of me when I was doing this smaller level. His channel, when I look at it, it's such a nostalgia trip, and he has a really cool audience too. Man, if you could show this nigga some love too, that'd be awesome. I don't shout people out unless I like them. A lot. I'm picky with that. Anyways, my boy Obi-Wan, your boy Obi-Wan. Hey man, I got you right here, my boy. Get that man a little bit of a look, man. He reminds me of me when I was smaller. You want to take a look in the past, my boy? This is the way you do it.
I got you,
Jedi Master.
the Jedi Master. I got you, man. You're playing two towns.
Thank you.
I got
Obi-Wan,
you,
man. I'm
homie.
dedicating a workout set to you, my boy. Let's go, guys.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28. He said hating on the end.